Anyone old enough to remember the terrorist attacks on September 11, 2001, is likely to remember vivid details of that day 20 years ago, where they were, what they were doing, and the emotions they were feeling as hijacked airplanes crashed into the World Trade Center towers, the Pentagon, and a field in Pennsylvania. Major General John Harris, Jr., Ohio Adjutant General, was a lieutenant colonel and administrative officer for the 37th Brigade on 9/11.
The emotions went from uncertainty to disbelief. It took a long time to get our heads around the fact that we were literally watching our country be attacked.
Within hours of the attack, Ohio Air National Guard pilots were among the first in the fight. 2 F-16 fighter jets were scrambled from the 180th Fighter Wing near Toledo to intercept any airplanes still in the skies after the terrorist attacks. KC-135s from the 121st Air Refueling Wing in Columbus were sent to refuel the military aircraft. Major General James Camp, Assistant Adjutant General for Air, a captain on 9/11, was a pilot on one of the tankers.
So we took off. It was a really eerie feeling because I remember the controller, he basically said, well, you're cleared east, any altitude, any speed. Good luck to you guys. He said, you're really one of the only airplanes right now airborne over the east of the Mississippi other than the other military aircraft. It was a very beautiful day, clear blue skies. So from pretty far out, we could actually see the smoke billowing up in the sky from the Pentagon.
By late September and into October, hundreds of Ohio National Guard airmen and soldiers were called to federal duty to support America's war on terrorism. For the first time since 1952, the 1st Battalion, 148th Infantry, mobilized for federal service. The mission called for defense efforts on American soil, as soldiers were sent to augment security at military locations.
Everybody wanted to do their part, and we actually got to go. I know we didn't go to Iraq, I understand that, but we did what we were called to do, and we did it well.
Also called for that mission were members of the 135th Military Police Company based in Brook Park and the 323rd Military Police from Toledo. Colonel Jeff Watkins was a captain at the time and commander of the 323, and remembers the quick pace of getting that company mobilized and out the door to augment security at Fort Bragg in North Carolina.
We had always practiced alert roster verification, things of that nature, and it was a lot different than the deployments of the day. So we spent 5 days at the 323 Armory getting us out the door. And it was 5 of the quickest days of getting equipment together, planning a call to duty ceremony at the time.
Security was increased at Ohio National Guard installations as well. Guard members fanned out across multiple sites in the United States, including commercial airports. That was quickly followed by overseas deployments for Air and Army National Guard units to countries like Pakistan, Germany, and Turkey. The war on terrorism has come at a cost.
I think it's important for everyone, Guard, all compos, all the civilians who support us, the employers that support us, to always remember those 15 Ohio Guard members that were lost, because not only is it a vivid reminder of the stakes, the cost of what we do, and the importance of what we do, but the commitment of our National Guard soldiers.
One of the tangible ways the Ohio National Guard has remembered the 9/11 attacks is a special memorial at the 180th Fighter Wing near Toledo. This memorial includes a beam from the World Trade Center, limestone from the Pentagon, and soil from the Pennsylvania field where United Flight 93 crashed. Since 9/11, the Ohio National Guard has experienced a high operational tempo with state and federal deployments.
The National Guard went from a strategic reserve where you didn't get tapped on the shoulder that often early in my career, which was, I think, part of the reason why I was ready to separate from the military. But it shifted from a strategic reserve to what it is today, and today it's an operational necessity.
The mindset has changed significantly, and the tempo is quite frankly something we could not have anticipated 20 years ago. The high point 20 years ago was going to an annual training period. Now the annual training period is just a milestone on the way to that next deployment.